Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm gonna be installing this ambient light kit. I've been waiting for one to come out for the 23 Accord, but I got two different versions already. I had got two of them, and the first one I didn't like the way that it was. The second one, I just feel that it was too much work just for the lights. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna install this universal kit. I'm gonna put the link in the description for this kit. All we're gonna need is these things, the tap-in connector, the splice wire terminals, and some wire cutters. It's pretty simple to do. I'm gonna start with the front because the front is the most important one. The one in the front dashboard. The front one has one corner one for the side, the long one for the passenger side, the foot ones for the underneath the dashboard, and then the passenger doors or the doors have the one for the little glove compartment on the bottom, the little cubby, and then the one for the door handle and the door. So it's really simple to connect. This is just all you need is power and ground on all of them. So power and ground on all of them. But this is the main one, the front one. This one controls everything. So if this one's not turning on, those are not going to turn on. So I'm going to show you how to do this real quick and where to get the power from. And you guys could go. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these. So this is the main one that has these foot things and the strips. So what you're going to do, you're going to remove all these connectors. Don't worry about how to connect them because they only go in one way. Okay. So this is the main power source right here, and this is like the on and off switch. But don't worry about that because it's going to be controlled by an app. Okay. So we're gonna work with these two wires first, and this is the only reason I'm doing that is so that way you can know where to get the power from. Because that's the most important thing is getting the power. So you could get the power from the auxiliary. So when you turn on the car, these turn on, or you could get the power constant power, and that's what I'm gonna do to mine. I'm gonna get the power so when the car's off, it always has power, and I'm gonna show you where to get it from. You're gonna get it from your fuse box, and I'm gonna show you which one it is. So I like this little kit, even though it's not the 3M kind, like from either just like Amazon cheap ones. But as you can see, they all have different sizes on the for the wires. You know, you got a for a thicker wire. You can see in between right here, thicker wire. So for this one, I'm gonna use this red one. I think yeah, this red one or this blue one to connect the power. I already have a T-tap fuse connector down there, so I'm gonna tap into the wire and I'm gonna show you which one it is. All right, so first thing you're gonna do is connect this connector to the power, right? So you're gonna get enough wire that you need, and then you're gonna just fold it or do it however you want, and then put it in there, and then you're gonna crimp it down with your wire cutters. Make sure that it's on right on the metal. So what's gonna happen here is this is gonna fold over the wire. It's gonna go in here, and then you're gonna just connect this. So this is you could also use these for the ambient for the what do you call it for the bumper reflector lights. So like the ones that don't have the tap in or have the plug and play harness, all you have to do is use one of these, and you could tap into the light without cutting the wire. This is like the best thing you could use to connect these. So all right, so here's your fuse box, right? I'm going to show you which one you're going to use and how to count the fuses when you're down there. Okay. Okay, when you start count the fuses, You're gonna start from over here, from way on the top, from up here. This is gonna be number one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you're gonna go to this one right here. There's nothing. I think it's number 21. That's gonna be constant power that I'm gonna be running the ambient lights to. And this one over here is 40 something, the ACC. Okay. So what I did is I got one of these connectors. Find them at Amazon. I like the ones that have the long picks or the long things because it's easier to connect. You're gonna connect this one here like that, and then that's where you're gonna run your ambient lighting to, or any power. So this one right here, there's not gonna be a fuse. It doesn't have anything on it. I think it's 21. This is 40 something. I forgot the number, but just look at the diagram. So when you count, you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's gonna be the constant power. There shouldn't be a fuse in there. And 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 43, 44, or 45. So 45 is the auxiliary power. So you can connect it also right here. So that way when you turn on the car, the keys turn on, okay? I mean, the lights turn on. But I'm going to do mine so it can stay on all the time. So that way I can have my car off and the lights will be on. So you're going to connect it here. You're going to get your little connector and just connect it there. And that's how you're going to connect the power for the ambient lights. Okay, so on these wire taps, if you want to make sure you got a good connection on these taps, you could, what I usually do is, I don't usually do this, but um, just so you have a good connection, you could just splice the wire a little bit. Be careful with do not cut yourself. Splice the wire a little bit, just a little bit, so you can see the wire, right? Then you just get the splice thing, and then you put it in there. Then you close it, and close it with some wire cutters. That way, you have for sure a good connection. You don't have to go back in looking to see if it's connected right or not. That's it. So once you connect this back on, then you just gonna connect your other wire here, and then you should have power. And then on this one on the ground, I just made a little extension so that way I could connect it to a screw that's down there for ground. Okay, I got the ground wire from right there. I just tapped into there. Just put it there. I mean, not even tapped in, just took off the screw a little bit and then tightened it. Okay, now that I have my fuse back in there, I already put my T right here. So all I'm gonna do is connect the wire that I connected over here, and make sure that it goes in straight down the middle. Once it connects, it should be good. And then we're gonna just try the lights to see if it works now. All right, so now we're just gonna connect the plugs that we took off from here. Like I was telling you, these ones only go in one way. There's not much you can mess up on. Okay, so it's gonna be the small one. So there's one that has 3 pins. One that has 3 pins. That's gonna be the light strips. And then the other one's gonna be the ones that go underneath the seat. Okay. There you go. Everything's working right. So on this, you don't have to worry about it because everything's being controlled by an app. But Also, you have this little button right here that you could just push and turn off and change the functions also. Change the colors and all that stuff. So I think that was the most important part, getting the power from the dashboard. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove all these strips again, and then I'm gonna start installing them over there in the front. Depending where you're gonna leave your box, I think I'm gonna leave my box like right here. All right, so remember this ambient light strip, you could cut it. It doesn't matter, you could cut it anywhere, make it as long as you want or whatever. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see how nice we can make it fit right here without without making it look ugly. You could fold this a little bit, but not that much. So this is gonna go in here. We're gonna show you how to do it right now. You can see how far over there. Just like that. Oh shit. Just like that's fine. And then we'll do this one. This whole thing comes out. Be really careful. You don't want to break none of the tabs because they're not gonna fit properly anymore. Just like that. You don't have to take it off completely, okay? So now we're gonna get our strip and we're gonna lay it in here. But you're gonna have to figure out how you're gonna do it because this wire has to go back down to the box, okay? There's a wire right here, not that big. This is gonna go in through the next to your steering wheel and go down underneath the dashboard and connect to the box, okay? So I'm gonna see how I'm gonna route it right now real quick and then we'll see. So I just took it completely off. I'm gonna get my wire first and I'm gonna slip it in through the back of the, what do you call it, the switch, the power switch, ignition switch. And I'm gonna see, because it had like a curve right here, so if you do the curve, it's probably not gonna look that good. So what you want to do is make just like a straight line. Is just get it right there, right on top of the where the original one's supposed to be. Okay, so what I did, since I was gonna start it like right here where this light is, I put it in through one of these vent holes and I went down into the corner. So I popped that corner in already, and then what we're gonna do is gonna straighten out this line right here. We're gonna make sure we get it nice and straight, and we're gonna push it in little by little so we can get that straight, nice, clean line. Okay. Make sure everything's in where it's supposed to be. Right here, we're just gonna cut it. We can't fold it, so we're just gonna leave it like that. We're gonna cut it right here. And so there it is. Nice and straight and clean. All right, so I should have cut this before I put it in, but what I'm gonna do is gonna cut it like this. And then after I'm gonna go back and maybe go in a little bit more and cut it better. I don't want to cut the leather. So what I'm thinking I want to do now is that I'm gonna instead of doing the doors, I'm gonna just do all the center with the ambient lights. You could always get another set and do the doors. You could add as many lights as you want. They're all gonna work with the same um, main controller. So as long as you have the main controller, it controls all the lights. So you could get as many kits as you want and add as many lights as you want. So you could either add a light right here, or add a light in the middle right here, or anywhere you could put the light at, you could install one, as long as you have the power. So we could run all the power just to the main harness, like I have this one. So I'm gonna do the other side, and then then we'll go from there. And then just right there like that, boom. Let's turn them on, see how they look. To get an idea how I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it like right here. I don't want it to be coming out too much. Just like that. Shove it in there. Looks good. See, mine has this extra trim right here that I put. All right, so on this one, I kind of told you wrong. Don't take this out first. Pull this one down first, then pull this one out, and then you can pull this one out. So this bottom one is the one that has to come out first. I never done this one before, so I wasn't familiar with it. All right, let me show you some of the progress that I've done to this. So I ran a wire that has a ground and power all the way to the fuse where I connected the first main thing, and I connected all 4 boxes to that wire. All four boxes. So it's just the power and the ground that go directly to the fuse box. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run one light here and one light here, and then I'm gonna run the 2 cup holders, and all the power is coming from the front. So I took off this center console cover and I put one light there and one light there, and that's all gold. All you have to do is make a little hole and pass that little clip through it, and then attach it to the back. So what I'm gonna do, I ran that one main power line, and I'm gonna put all the modules in the back of here in there. So it's gonna have the light here and the light here, and then the 2 cup holders, and obviously the other ones. So that's the progress that I've done so far. I'm gonna hide all these little boxes in the back in there. The main one, I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna leave it in here. So I just got my ground and my power from the original tap in that I did. I just merged them together right there. Take off the center console. You're gonna pick it up from the back, pull it up, and when you get to this spot, you're gonna stick your hand in through the bottom of the console, and you're gonna push down on these 2 clips from the boot. And then after you're able to loosen the boot, and then you're gonna have to like twist the boot, and that way you can get the thing out without taking off this the shift knob. Just like twist it in there, and then you obviously have to take off these connections, and I'm gonna put it back on right now. 2 modules in here. One of them is gonna have all of them connected because that's gonna be for the cup holder. The other module is only gonna have one because that's only gonna be for the light strip. So I just put them in there, and I got them into the back over here. So the other 2, I'm gonna run them for the side lights. So the side light is gonna actually have one on that side, and the other one's gonna come in and meet in the middle. All of them are gonna meet right there in the middle. All right, so I'm thinking of running the wire through the top over here like this. I already put the 2 cup holders. These are gonna run them like right here, and then I'm gonna fold the wire down into the box that way, and then I'm gonna cut it back here, and then the side ones are gonna run through this side. But we're getting there. So remember, the boot is gonna go in through the top. It doesn't come out down, it comes out through up. That's the boot cover comes up, and all you have to do is push these little pins on the side, and then you're able to like twist this and get it out. 2 strips in the middle, 1 strip down the side, and the ones over here completing the front dashboard. All right, so my idea came to reality already. So we're gonna get the center, we got the corners, we got the middle, We got the cup holders, and all I have to just do is clean up all the wiring, and I'll give you a recap once I'm done. So right now we could just control it with a little remote that we have here. We could change the functions, and then I'm gonna download the app right now. The project is complete. This is how it looks. Trying to get a better shot in the night, but there it is. Let me go into the back seat so you can see. So we got the ones underneath too. So now I'm just gonna buy another kit to do the doors, and then it'll be done. So if you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content.